When I was 15 years old, I had this crazy dream of making money on the internet and not having to work. Now, 20 years later and with a ton of failures and experience under my belt, I've made over 10 times as much money from the internet as I did from my full-time job as a surgeon in the UK's National Health Service. This is the video I wish that I had when I first got started. It's 5 steps to make money online, and the order of those steps might actually surprise you. Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Alex, and on this channel we explore strategies to help us live healthier, wealthier, happier, and more productive lives. We're talking about making passive income online in this video, because firstly, more people should do it, and secondly, because money is such a massive source of stress in most of our lives, we often feel like we don't have enough of it, and most of us trade our time for money by working 9-to-5 jobs. Now, this path isn't for everyone, but here are a few quick benefits. Firstly, you can build something for yourself. In the ups and downs of tech and work, it's great to build something that you have full control over. Secondly, you get to meet some great people. I've made some awesome connections by building businesses online, and I've been able to help way more people than doing a 9-to-5 job. And finally, you can actually make a living from it. It's not easy, but you can make 6 figures or more online if you work on your craft and put in the reps. So why don't more people do this? Well, the most common excuse that I hear is I don't have anything interesting to share, which brings us to step 1. Now, step 1 is all about finding your niche. You need to find that intersection. Your niche is at the intersection of what people want, what you're good at, and what interests you. Let's break this down a little bit further. Firstly, what people want. People want to achieve a specific outcome, and you need to have a clear definition of, I will help person X get from point A to B. Secondly, what are you good at? You don't have to be the world's expert on a topic to be good at it. People often learn best from someone who's just a few steps ahead of them, and often near-to-peer learning is the best way to learn. And finally, what actually interests you. Pick a niche that motivates you to create content every day. If you don't have genuine curiosity for your niche, you're unlikely to last. Let's use my YouTube channel, newsletter, and businesses as a quick example. Firstly, people want to level up their skills and turn knowledge into income online. Secondly, I've been a doctor and scaled up multiple businesses for many years. And thirdly, I just love writing about tech, self-development, and businesses, and I can do this really easily for a long period of time. Now, if your niche is already pretty crowded, try to pick a niche within a niche. For example, although there are lots of people reviewing tech, you can stand out by owning a specific sub-niche, like helping new students find the best study tech, or reviewing retro tech for today's busy professionals. Once you pick a niche, you need to update your social handles so that people know what you create content about. A simple line like, I write about technology, learning, and games should be good enough to get you started. And if you still don't know what your niche is, don't worry, because steps 2 and 3 will help you uncover it, and let's dive into those now. So step 2 to making money online is to interact with top creators and brands. Back when I was 15, social media was just starting out, and the best way to build an audience was to write online every day and put out a blog. Fast forward to today, and we're now drowning in social channels and creators across YouTube, TikTok, and more. The good news here is that whereas 20 years ago you had to figure out things for yourself on your own and go from 0 to 1, now you can tap into the audiences of successful businesses and creators to build up your own audience really quickly. So the first part of this is to reply to their content. You can find top creators and brands in your niche on Twitter, LinkedIn, and other platforms. You should follow them and build a habit of leaving thoughtful replies on their posts. This is a great way to get discovered because these creators already have huge audiences who may be interested in your own content. Now, most people think that posting on your own account is how to build up a following quickly, but actually, the most effective use of your time is to block out just 30 minutes each day and comment on the posts of other successful creators. And you can also learn from their best content here too. Like Pablo Picasso said, good artists borrow, great artists steal. And the best way to steal like an artist when it comes to building an audience online is to install some tech like Twemex or Tapio Chrome extensions for Twitter and LinkedIn. Whenever you visit a creator's profile, you'll then be able to see their best content on the sidebar. This is a fantastic way to see what content resonates the most for a creator's audience in that niche. And when you're starting off, this provides inspiration, and you'll be able to see formats that work well, like listicles or specific hooks that resonate based on the number of views, likes, and comments that those posts receive. And finally, you need to provide a lot of value to top creators, even if you're just getting started. For example, you could create a Twitter thread or post that summarizes their content, and you can also reply to their content with a compliment about how it's impacted you. This is a really great hack, and I'll always share anything thoughtful where someone has tagged me in or summarized my content into a new format, like an infographic or a walkthrough. Creators and brands love followers who express genuine interest. Just avoid being too self-promotional or DMing with that dreadful, can we just catch up for a coffee sometime? Because that's going to get zero response rate as nobody knows who you are and everyone is really busy. Step number 3 to make money online is to show up every single day. You've picked a niche and you've started interacting with top creators and brands in that niche, and now it's time to start creating content yourself. This feels a little bit like it's in reverse, but actually studying your audience and building up from a creator's niche first is much more beneficial than just posting things in the dark for 6 to 12 months. Now, when you're starting with your own content, the best advice I can give you is to focus on a single channel initially and try and dominate it. Publish a tweet or LinkedIn post or YouTube video either every day or once a week, and for now don't worry about whether it's good enough. Just measure success by showing up every day versus how many likes or comments you're getting. To save time, you can use tools like Hype Fury or Later or Meta Creator Studio to schedule a week's worth of content ahead of time and create in bulk. You'll want to reply to people's comments on your posts early and show your early followers that you care. Then, after a few weeks of publishing every single day, you need to look at your analytics and understand what content is getting the most interactions by likes and comments and profile visits. You can publish more of what's working and less of what isn't. And be wary of a couple of things here. Firstly, not all content helps you to build a business. For example, I've gone viral a couple of times through posting nonsense, but it's questionable if people who follow me for poor posts will actually buy an online course or digital product. Secondly, you still need to have genuine curiosity. For example, I've stopped writing about anything to do with crypto because I lost my curiosity for it a while ago. Now, when it comes to showing up every single day, this is really a product of actually building habits. And it sucks to stare at a blank page every single day. The best content creators have content systems that help them write once and publish multiple times. So here's my system. Firstly, I'll write a newsletter post every week. I'll then break up that post into 4 social pieces, and I'll schedule the social pieces over 4 to 6 weeks. I'll still randomly tweet stuff, but my main focus is on building businesses and enjoying my time, not on creating content all day long. And so the above process helps me to be much more efficient with my time. I also have my newsletter and social posts templated out to save time so that I'm not staring at a blank page, and I'll add to my newsletter as I encounter interesting news articles or tips throughout the week so that it's as organic and enjoyable as possible. Step number 4 then kicks in once you've got around 1,000 followers on socials and you need to start building an email list. Emails are important because they're a direct channel to your audience. There are 2 ways to collect emails effectively. Firstly, you can start a newsletter using a platform like ConvertKit, Substack, or Beehive. Commit to publishing a post every 1 or 2 weeks, and your post doesn't need to be long, it just needs to be valuable and useful to your audience. The second way is to offer a free digital product like a PDF or another product using Gumroad or a simple website builder like Card. For example, I got over 10,000 email signups from my Learn How to Study with ChatGPT series in early 2023. Now, the 5th and final step is to actually create simple revenue streams. Most people overcomplicate things when it comes to revenue generation. I recommend sticking to 1 to 2 simple streams when you're first getting started. Firstly, look at coaching and consulting. This is a great way to get started because it helps you to build deeper relationships with your early customers and also serves as customer discovery for any future digital product or course. And secondly, think about on-demand digital products and courses that make money while you sleep. This lets you create once and make money while you're doing things you enjoy. You should set your on-demand product at an impulse buy price, such as around about $100, and keep it short and to the point rather than hours and hours of video content. Other revenue streams you might want to consider include newsletter sponsorships, subscriptions, live cohort courses, and paid membership communities, as well as SaaS products like I've built. But when you're first starting off, doing things that don't scale like a service business or one-to-one coaching gives you an insight into the problems facing your potential customers. So just to recap things, my advice is to first find your niche and find that intersection of what people want, what you're good at, and what interests you. You should pick a niche within a niche and keep your socials updated. Step 2 is to then interact with top creators. Reply to their posts, learn from the best content, and provide value to them, and this is one of the best ways to get discovered early on. Then, show up and post every single day and look at your analytics to understand what's working, creating a content system to write once and publish multiple times. Step 4 is then to own your audience by starting a newsletter or offering a free digital product behind an email sign-up form to start building that mailing list. And finally is to then create a simple revenue stream such as coaching and on-demand digital products and courses to start generating that revenue. Again, this path is not for everyone and you need to put in the reps over a long period of time to get results. But I really do believe that anyone can use this playbook to turn their knowledge into income online. I've got some great videos about how you can leverage technology and AI tools specifically to automate lots of the steps we've mentioned here, which I'll pop up over here. Thanks so much for watching, and for subscribing, and I'll catch you again next time.